going to be getting into the books that I want to prioritize reading over the season of spring. I have already started 2 of these books, and this seems a little ambitious, but I'm really back into my reading grind. Like, I really have been in the mood for reading lately, so I don't mean that I'm going to absolutely read every one of these in the season of spring, but they're the ones that I want to prioritize and want to pick from. So let's just get straight into it. So the first book we have, I'm actually 60% of the way through it, and that is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. This book is so good so far. I'm filming like a weekly vlog also where I'll talk about this book, which is funny because I'm starting that vlog today and I'm 60% through the book. I was gonna do a whole reading vlog for this book, but I got so into it that I just completely forgot. So, oops. But essentially we're following this girl named Emmanuel, and her existence is kind of blasphemy against the like church and everything in this little town that she lives in. This is a book that I highly recommend going into blind, so I'm really not going to say much about it. If you want to know a bit more, I will talk about it a little bit more in my like weekly vlog that I talked about this in, which is probably coming out the week after this video. So yeah, I'm loving it so far. I desperately need to see this book as a movie. Like, this would make such a beautiful movie. If you want vibes, I would compare it to The Witch, like the movie, the one with Anya Taylor-Joy, but there's way more to the story in this book than there is in that movie. Like, that movie's really good, but this book is there's like a lot more to it. It's so good. So I'm hoping to finish this within a couple days. Actually, I have just over 100 pages left. And next we have Shadowless by B. Joyce. I'm really excited to get into this. I did start this. I'm on chapter 2, and I did start annotating it because the author is one of my friends. And I told her that I would read her books. I'd give them a try. They're YA fantasy, I believe. I don't know too much about this book. I haven't even read like the blurb on the back. I know that this is a standalone that goes with the Moon Beetle series that she's writing. Kind of deals with themes of mental health and anxiety and like standing up for yourself and like proving people wrong and those kinds of themes. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Yeah, I was annotating it, but I am learning that I'm really bad at annotating and I don't like it as much as I used to. I used to love annotating, but I'm finding it's actually making it harder for me to read, so I might stop annotating it, which is gonna be really annoying because it's like I'm gonna have a few tabs. But either way, I'm really excited to get to this book as well. Next, I have talked about this book in a couple videos because I keep saying I want to read it, but I really want to read it. Like, I really need to. And that is A Study in Drowning by Ava Reid. I won't talk too much about this book either because I've talked about it in so many of my videos, but like, this beautiful special edition is crazy. I've shown you guys the cover before, but just a moment for the cover. Just absolutely stunning. And this book is like haunting me. Like, I see it everywhere and I need to get to it. So I'm trying to prioritize this within the season of spring. Next, we have a book that I've also talked about, and that is Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli, or Cicarelli, I'm not sure. This is the second book in the Crimson Moss series. The first book is called Heartless Hunter in like North America, but in the UK it's called Crimson Moth. My mom bought me the UK cover. I'm so excited. It's probably one of my favorite books I've ever read, and that's saying something. I don't know if it just hit the right spot for me. I absolutely love it. So I'm really excited to get into the second one and just see where it goes. Their fantasy romance. I kind of explained the first one. Like, it's Bridgerton, but they're witches and witch hunters, and they are after each other, but they don't know it in the beginning. It's really good. There's a lot of aspects to it. I love the magic system in these books. I'm really excited to get into this one and continue the series and see how it goes. If I really like this one and I continue to like the series, I want to get the UK cover for it as well. Because why are the UK covers always better than the North American covers? Like, why do they get all the better covers? Anyways, this next one, someone in the book club that I go to in my town actually gave this to me because they read this book before I joined, and the woman who gave it to me, she gave her copy to me because she didn't like it. I didn't even ask for it. She just gave it to me, and it just like, it really like made my whole month. Like, some people are so kind. So that is Slowfoot by Brom. I can't believe I have a copy of this book. I've been wanting to read it for so long. I feel like with Brom's work, you either love him or you hate him, and he's really like one or the other. I did start listening to Krampus by him around Christmas time because that was the book we were doing for the book club, but I never finished it. So I'm excited to try this one because this one seems a little bit more up my alley. So I cannot wait to get into this. I'm so grateful that she gave me this copy. Oh, I forgot to mention this, The Year of the Witching, my best friend Sarah gave me this copy. Like, 2 gifted copies is insane. When Sarah came to visit me, they gave me this copy. They read this book last year and said that I would absolutely love it, and they were right. So they gave me their copy of it, and I think that's just so sweet when people just gift you things that they loved, or even that they didn't love, that they think you'd like. It just makes me so happy. So yeah, I hope to pay it forward somehow one day. And the last book I have talked about multiple times also, but I took a break from it, but I do still want to continue it at some point, and that is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, the 3rd book in the Fourth Wing, or the Empyrean series. I took a break. I got that far in, like 4 chapters, and I was like, am I even enjoying this? But I had just finished Onyx Storm, or I mean Iron Flame, right before I started this, so I think I needed like a break from the world. Also, like, they're huge books. There's a lot that goes on. And a lot of, if you hear me talk about this series, you're probably like, why do you read it? It sounds like you hate it. I don't hate it. I do have a lot of problems with it, like the writing style and some things I just like cannot grasp. But I've read 2 books in the series so far, so at this point the world is very comforting to me and very familiar, and I just want to see where it goes. Like, it's captivated me enough that I'm always just like, where is this even gonna go? Like, it keeps me interested. So I do have a special edition because I pre-ordered it, and yeah, I am excited to see where this goes. Sarah and I started reading this together when they came to visit me. We read the first chapter, and then again, yeah, like I said, I put it down, but they're currently reading it and saying that it's getting good. So I trust their word, but a lot of people said they didn't like Onyx Storm, so we'll see. Anywho, this is my spring TBR that I can't wait to get into. I have a really good feeling that I'll be at least able to get through like these top 4. They're my top priority, but I mean, I'm almost done Year of the Witching. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.